Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
After completing create view statement, the next command name that is called as the commit command. Now what's the use of the commit command? So the SQL commit command is used to save all the transactions. Maybe in case you want to, after the changes, you want to save again such a transaction. By using commit command, we can save all those transactions. So the commit command is the transaction command and used to save all the changes that is invoked by the transaction to the database, or in simple meaning like our save button. What's the use of the save button? Why we using the save button? Just to make the save, correct? No, just to save all those information. So like that only in our SQL the command going to use to save after the changes or after the transactions invoked or done by the transaction command, everything going to save by using the command like our commit command. And the syntax for the commit command is commit COMMIT semicolon, otherwise you can write as the rollback command. So ROLLBACK semicolon. So both are going to work in the same manner and it is using just to make the save. Clear this point here? Whatever the information you want to save after the changes, it work like our save button. And after the commit command, the next most important command that is called as the DCL command. The full form of the DCL, we know that data control language, and also we know that there are two important commands are there in our DCL, that are grant command and the revoke command. Now what's the use of the grant command, or what do you mean by a grant command? So it takes, that means whatever you want to perform by using our SQL function, maybe the creation of the table, maybe the alter of the table, drop of the table, updation or update in table, everything if you want to perform, first of all we need to take the permission. Clear this point here? So such permission that is taken by the user from the owner of the database object. So we can say that there are two commands are there. Grant command, it takes the permission. Okay, here the user going to take the permission by using the command like our grant command, and the second command is called as the revoke command, and the users of the revoke command takes back the permission granted from the user. Whatever the permission granted to the user, it going to take back. Clear this point here? Take back the permission granted from the user. So the, all are the command that is applicable in our DCL, data control language. So we know that it providing some security to the database, correct? No, grant, if you are if any user having the permission, then only such user can make some changes in data, they can create the table or they can make the updation in database object, correct? No, first of all we need to take the permission, then only all those operation the any user can perform in our SQL query. So we can say the DCL are used to enforce the database security. It providing some security to the database, so called as the database security by using the command in a multiple user security environment, otherwise in a multiple user database environment. Clear? And there are, I already said, there are two type of commands are there. The first command is the grant command and second command is called as the revoke command. So only the database administrators. Who is called as the database administrator, and what's the work performed by our database administrator? That means he is called as the owner of the database, or he have the authorization process, or we can say that he is responsible for the monitoring of the data, coordinating of the data, and acquiring for needed hardware and the software resources. Or in simple meaning, the database administrator means the owner of the database can provide and remove privileges. Clear this point here? That means it only the responsible person. If you want any permission, you have to ask the from the owner of the database all those permission. So we can say that the database administrator or the owner of the database, okay, the database can provide some of the permission, that is called as the privileges, and he only the responsible to remove the permission from the user on the database object. Clear? So this is some explanation about our DCL command. Now after completing the DCL command, why? Because we know that the DCL command are used to enforce the database security. It providing some security to the database by using some of the command like our grant command as well as the revoke command. And also we know that the users of the grant command granting the permission to the user, and revoke means whatever the permission granted to the user, it going to take back the permission from the user. So the next thing about our SQL grant command. So the SQL grant command is used to provide the access right. The access right is called as the privileges. Okay, kya? The permission, that means some of the right, maybe to create table, to update table, to alter table, whatever you want to do here. So first of all we need to take the permission from the database object. Clear here? The owner of the database object here. So we can say that the grant command means is used to provide the access right, or we can say to provide the permission on database object to the user. Clear this point here? That means it providing permission to the user. And now let's the syntax, whatever the syntax or the basic syntax for the grant command is. So the basic syntax for the grant command: grant privilege underscore name on object underscore name to opening of the flower bracket, user underscore name or public, or role underscore name closing of the flower bracket. That means anyone, it is a optional case, maybe you have to use user underscore name or public or role underscore name, it is the optional cases. Clear this point? So this is the syntax about our grant command. And also after that, the one more thing is that is about by using this square bracket we need to write with grant option, and this option is also comes in case of our optional cases. Okay, now let's I am going to explain one by one the meaning of all those words here. We know first of all the grant, we know the meaning of the grant, that means it gives permission to the user to perform some task, so that is called as the grant. Now let's the next thing about our privilege underscore name. So the privilege underscore name is the access right. So what are the right that is given to the user? So some of the access right that are granted to the user are all, execute and select. That means you want to perform any kind of operation, so all operation. Clear this point here? All operation is granted to the user to perform some task. Maybe the execution procedure operation granted to the user to execute the function, to execute the table, or maybe the select permission granted to the user. Everything comes under privilege underscore name. So we can say that the privilege underscore name is the access right. Okay, kya? Access right or permission granted to the user. So some of the permission or access right granted to the user under privilege underscore name are all, execute and select. Okay, and later next one is about our on object underscore name. Now what do you mean by a object underscore name? So the object means the object only called as the table. Okay, so we can say that the object underscore name is the name of the database object, or in simple words we can say as the table, or in other words stored procedure where we storing the data by using the table. So object only called as the table. Okay, so and later after knowing the object underscore name, after that to user underscore name. Now what do you mean by a user underscore name? The user underscore name is the name of the user to whom an access right is being granted, to whom we granted the permission. Maybe the permission is the select permission, all permission, execute permission. Clear this point? That means the user underscore name is the name of the user to whom an access right, all those permission, okay, granted to the user. We need to write the username here. And after the user underscore name, the next thing about our public. So what do you mean by a public here? So the public is used to grant the access right to all users. There is no any optional, just only to some user we are going to grant the permission, and maybe 5 users are there, out of 5 just only for 2 users we granting the permission. It is not like that here. How many users are there? For everyone we granting the permission. That is called as the public. Clear this point? So the public is used to grant the access right permission to all users here. And after the public, role underscore name, ROLE. Clear this point here? The role underscore name here. So are a set of privileges are grouped together. That means here no any one permission, no any one permission. They are going to access all those permission in a set basis, in a combination basis here. The permissions are all, select, execute. Clear this one? Otherwise just only one permission we are giving, select, or we are giving the next all permission, or maybe another permission, execute. But in case of if you are using the option role underscore name, that means here just only be providing the permission in a set manner, in a set basis, or a permission are grouped together. That means every permission we are providing to the user. Okay, there is no any choices. Whatever the permissions are there, granted access or the permissions are there, everything going to provide to the user. That is called as the role underscore name. But after, why? Because still here we know that the meaning of the grant, the meaning of the privilege underscore name, and also user object underscore name, user underscore name, public, role underscore name here. Now let's, what about the with grant option? So why the with grant option means it allows the user to grant permission to another user. We already granted the permission maybe to user 1. Clear this point? Maybe to one user, the name of the user is the user 1. Now the with grant option means here it allows the user to give the access right permission to another user. That means that is called as the user 2. Clear this one? So this is the meaning about our with grant option. It allows the user to grant the access right permission to other user, to another user. That is called as the with grant option. Now after completing the syntax, now let's by using one example I want to explain about our grant command. So in our grant command I started from the grant. Now this is the example and this is called as the syntax. Now in example I am also going to start by using grant privilege underscore name. I already said some of the access right or privileges are, or the permission granted to the user are select, all, execute. So I am using in this example the permission name. The permission name is the select. Okay, on object underscore name, from which table? The table name is the on, as it is we need to write the table name, that is called as the object underscore name, only call as the table. Table name is the employee to user underscore name, the username user 1 semicolon. Clear this point here? So just I completed grant select on employee to user 1 semicolon. What's the meaning of this command? So this command grant the select permission on employee table to user 1. Clear this point here? To user 1 it providing the permission. The permission is the select. He can select anything from the table. The table name is the employee and permission that is given to the user. The name of the user is called as the user 1. Now the next thing you should use, why? Because in this example I didn't use with grant option, correct? No, still here only I used. Why? Because I used as the grant select on employee to user 1. And now what's the meaning of the with grant option? So in this case, now in this example I am going to use also by using with grant option. So you should use with grant option very carefully, and while using the with grant option, that means we can say that it providing or granting the select permission on employee table to user 1 with grant option means that the user 1 also granting permission to another user such as to the user 2. Clear this point here? So just only the difference between with grant option or just only the without grant option. If you are not using with grant option or if you are using with grant option. With grant option means the user 1 also providing the access right select permission that is from user 1 also to the user 2 to another user. Clear? But next thing about our revoke command. So in case of the revoke command, if you are using the revoke command means it just removing whatever the permission granted to the user, it going to remove such permission from the user, that is called as the revoke command. But in our grant command we already given one permission, that is to user 1 also to the user 2. But in case if you are using after that the revoke command, that means we can say we just removing the permission from the user 1 but still user 2 have the permission. The permission is the select permission on the employee table. Clear this point here? So this is the difference when you are using with grant option or in our grant command here. So in our so again I want to tell about the example. Why? Because about our grant command. So here grant select on employee to user 1. That means just only we provided permission only to one user. Name of the user is the user 1. Now in case if you are using with grant option, we know the meaning of the with grant option. It allow the permission also to user 1 with that to another user, that is to the user 2. Okay. And in case when you are using revoke command, that means we already given, but after using revoke command means just here the user to have the permission, select permission on employee table, but we are going to remove the permission from the user 1, but still user 2 have the select permission on the employee table. Clear the meaning about our the grant command with grant option. Okay. Now after completing about our grant command, now the next thing about our revoke command. We know the meaning of the revoke. The revoke means takes back granted permission from the user. Whatever the permission granted to the user, it going to take back such permission from the user. So the revoke command is used to remove the user access right on database object from the user. It removes the permission from the user, or it removes the access right permission from the user. Privilege only called as the permission. Now let's how we are using the syntax for our revoke command. The syntax revoke privilege underscore name on object underscore name from opening of the flower bracket user underscore name or public or role underscore name closing of the flower bracket, and we know the meaning of the revoke, correct? No, why? Because it removes the permission from the user. But here we can say, or we can say, when you are going to explain about this command, we can say as the remove the select permission. Why? Because I already written the example by using such a syntax. The example is the revoke and privilege underscore name is the select. On object underscore name, table name is the employee from user 1, okay, from user 1. So now this explanation is going to tell about it remove the select permission, that is or just from the user 1, but still user 2 have the select permission on employee table. Clear this point? So this is about the meaning of the DCL command. In DCL command, some of the database securities command are there. The commands are the grant command and the revoke command here, and only the database administrator or the owner of the database can provide as well as remove the permission, that is from the user. Whatever the permission allotted to the user, it going to takes back permission from the user. But grant means granting the permission, revoke means remove the permission, whatever the permission given to the user going to takes back, that is called as the revoke. And I think the with the grant option, everything it will be clear to everyone about the with grant option here, and also the syntax of the revoke command as well as the example of the revoke command. And after completing the example syntax of each and every command, the next thing is about our privileges and the rules, okay. The privileges and the rules in this case. Now first thing, the definition of the privileges. So what about the definition of the privileges? So in this case we can say the privilege define the access right provided to a user on database object. The privilege means permission or access right. Access right provided to a user on database object that is called as the table, correct? No, so we providing some of the permission to a user on database object. And in privileges there are two types are there. The types are system privileges and object privileges. Now the meaning of the system privileges. So system privileges allows the user to create the database object, to alter table, to drop the database object. So what are the permission comes under system privileges? The permission, allowing the permission to do some of the tasks. The task are creation of the table, alter and drop comes under system privileges, okay. All those permission will get in our system privileges. Now about our object privileges. So such object privileges allowing the user to perform the task like update, to make some changes in data. If you want to make some change, you can update, select, you can access some data from the table, insert, you can add some data into the table, and maybe delete. If you want to delete any record, you can delete all record or maybe any one record from the database object to which the privileges apply. Clear this point? So the system as well as the object privilege. System privileges create, alter and the drop command, okay. And the object privileges are update, select, insert, and maybe we can say about our delete. Clear? The delete, everything comes under our object privileges here. And later after completing some of the system as well as the object privileges, the few create system privileges are, we know that create object, create any object, and also not just only the create, some other command going to join in our system privileges are alter as well as the drop privileges, drop system privileges we can say. Now let's, why? Because here just only some point I mentioned in table about our create. here no any information about our alter as well as the drop privileges by using the table. So the same work going to do in our whatever the task performed by our create object and create any object, the same thing that is performed by using command like our alter as well as the drop system privileges. So system privileges and the description. If you are using create object, allow the user to create the object, to create the table in their own schema. The meaning of the schema, that means the database object or the schema object that contain data, and after using the data performing some operations on data, that means we performing some operation by using the table. So that is called as the create object. Create the table, perform some of the operation. What's the operation? That means we are going to enter the data by using the table. So we can say that create object allowing the user to create the table in their own schema. Okay kya? And later now the difference to the create any object. Create any object, that means allowing the user to create the specified object in any schema by using any kind of the operation going to create the table. But the first one by using our in their own schema, in their own operation going to create the table, but in our second in any schema, in any operation we are going to create the table, and whatever I completed all those apply for our alter as well as the drop system privileges. Clear this point here? Maybe the alter object, alter any object, drop object, drop any object. Clear this point? So this is called about our few of the create system privileges are create object, create any object. That means here we are going to create the table in their own schema, but by using create any object means in any schema we are going to create the table. Okay, and later after completing the few create system privileges, the next thing about our few of object privileges. Okay, the few of the object privileges. So what are the command going to join with our object privileges? The commands are the our select command, insert command, delete command, update command. So all going to join with our object privileges. So the first command is the, why? Because in our first column the heading of the column object privileges and the description. Clear this point here? The object privileges and the description. So the first thing insert. So allowing the user to insert data into the table. Clear this point here? So insert data into a table. That means we performing some of the operation by using command like our insert. So allow the user to insert data into a table. Select. So what's the meaning of this select? Allow the user to select data from the table. So I want to select some of the data from table by using the command like our select command. Okay, maybe the all data or maybe a few data going to select by using command like our select. Later next one is about our update. So allow the user to make the update in a data. Clear this point? In case you want to make some updation, you want to make some changes in data by using command like our update command. Okay, so here allow the user we can say to make some update in a data, clear, or in a table, and later execute. So allow the user to execute stored procedure, to execute the program, to execute the database object by using command like our execute command here. So finally we can say that, why? Because here the DCL contain the commands like our grant command as well as the reo command, and we know the difference between grant as well as the reo, and each command have some of the syntax as well as the I completed with the example. Okay, and later I completed the next thing about our privileges and the rules. We know the meaning of the privileges: access right provided to a user on database object, and such privileges are classified into system privileges as well as the object privileges. Some command join with the system privileges are create, alter, drop. And here just only in this table just I completed by using create table only. Okay, the first thing is the create object in their own schema, and later next one create any object by using, or we can say that allow the user to create object in any schema, and everything apply for our alter as well as the drop system privileges. And later the next privilege name is the object privileges, and in our object privileges we using some of the object privileges are insert, select, update, execute. Insert to insert the data into a table, select to select, that means to access some record or data from the table, update, so the allow the user to update data in a table, to that means maybe to make some changes. If you want to make any changes in data, you can make the changes by using command update command and execute. After that you want to execute the database object or call as the table by using the command execute command, allow the user to execute stored procedures or a function by using execute. Thank you.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.